The first thing that struck me was how serene my sister looked while threatening me. Her nails were perfectly shaped and painted a soft rose pink, her signature color. She sat across from me as if we were chatting about garden blooms, not blackmail. "Sign it," she said, nudging the contract in my direction. "It's $40,000. You can afford it. And if you don't, everyone will find out what you did." I didn't touch the page. I just stared at her. My sister. The same girl I once whispered secrets with under blankets, giggling about crushes and the futures we imagined. She flashed a smug smile, already certain she'd won. That was her first mistake. We were inseparable once, Emily and me. Two sides of the same heartbeat. She was always the daring one, the one who grabbed whatever she wanted. I used to admire that confidence, until I learned that boldness and cruelty can smell exactly the same. After our parents died, I took care of her. Paid for her tuition. Covered her credit card bills. She'd call me the responsible one in that teasing tone of hers, never the gullible one, though she clearly thought it. Then she got engaged to Daniel, a man with a jaw sharp enough to slice stone and a conscience dull enough to shatter it. Something about him felt wrong, but I didn't yet know how deep their rot went. The first warning came from the wedding planner, asking about overdue payments Emily swore she'd handled. Then came the murmurs, vendors complaining, relatives wondering if I had truly agreed to finance the entire wedding. I hadn't, but Emily had told them I did. Then the bank alert arrived. $20,000 gone from my joint business account. Her signature faked. When I confronted her, she didn't bother denying it. She laughed. "You'll get it back. We're family." That was the moment I realized she wasn't my sister anymore. She was a liability wearing my blood. When her lawyers came after me, I expected drama, but not the narrative they brought. They claimed I'd promised a $40,000 wedding contribution and that she had written proof. I didn't, because it didn't exist. But she was clever. She knew how to manipulate a system. That was when I stopped being her sister and started being her downfall. My husband, Michael, is quiet, a corporate attorney who speaks little and listens deeply. People mistake silence for softness. They shouldn't. When I told him what Emily had done, he didn't get angry. He just asked, "Do you want this to hurt her? Or end her?" I didn't respond, but he read the answer in my eyes. The next few weeks became a strategic board, every move deliberate. We pulled her financial records, credit reports, business documents, tucked away accounts. Turns out my generous little sister had been funding her lifestyle by borrowing from anyone she could, old friends, colleagues, even an ex who still hadn't noticed the missing money. But the real treasure was Daniel. He had no idea she'd taken out a loan using his identity. $25,000. Signed with his digital signature. Forgery, fraud, charges waiting to bloom. Michael assembled the evidence quietly, no warnings, no theatrics, just facts. Then came the day of the ambush. A conference room. Her two lawyers, sleek, confident. Emily beside them, wrapped in self-assurance and expensive perfume. "Let's make this simple," she said. "Sign it or I go public. You'll lose your reputation, your clients, everything." I studied her for a long moment. Then I smiled. "Have you met my husband?" Michael pushed a folder toward them, thick, organized, labeled. Her first lawyer opened it and his expression drained. The second lawyer took it next. By page 3, the silence felt heavy enough to crush bone. Forgery, bank fraud, misappropriation of funds, evidence logs, screenshots, statements, every piece carrying her signature. Emily's confidence splintered. "This is fake," she whispered. Michael leaned forward. "It's already with the district attorney. But if you'd prefer to resolve it privately, we're open to terms." She parted her lips, but no sound emerged. He continued, steady as steel. "You'll withdraw your claim. You'll issue a written apology, and you'll repay the $20,000 you stole, with interest. Do that, and the file never reaches a courtroom." The noise that escaped her wasn't quite a word, more like the sound of someone watching their own reflection crack. Her hands shook as she signed. No one spoke afterward. When we stepped outside, the air felt cleaner, lighter. Michael looked at me. "You okay?" I nodded. "I'm done," because I was. Done shielding her. Done being her cushion. A week later, her engagement collapsed. Daniel discovered the loan. The bank froze her accounts. Her reputation followed soon after. I didn't brag. Didn't post. Didn't tell a soul. Revenge doesn't need spectators, just accuracy. Now and then, her name shows up on social media, forced smiles, captions about fresh starts. I scroll past. She taught me something vital. Blood isn't a bond. It's a test. And I passed mine. Because when she tried to ruin me with lies on paper, I ended her games with silence and truth. And the best part? She still has no idea how calm I looked that day. When she saw me smile, she thought she'd beaten me, but that smile was my goodbye.